A staple in the Needham school system, the METCO program has been a part of the Needham community for the past 40 years. METCO buses in children of color from inner-city communities to suburban classrooms across the state. And here to talk more about the program is Natalie Guthrie.
Thank you, Colleen. As a parent of a child in the METCO program and a past participant of the program myself, I have my own ideas on what works and doesn't work with METCO. But we were interested in finding out what Needham school officials thought about METCO and if the program can survive through a recent court ruling from the Supreme Court, a ruling that states school assignment cannot be based on race. Here's what they had to say. METCO, or Metropolitan Council for Educational Opportunity, is not new to Needham schools. The program has bused minority students to affluent suburban schools like Needham Public Schools since 1966. Needham High School Principal Paul Richards and Superintendent Dan Gudikants believes that the program offers benefits for both Boston and Needham students.
METCO is a tremendous benefit to not just the students who are exposed to an excellent school experience, but it exposes Needham students to students from diverse backgrounds. And it's not just skin color, but there's a lot of diversity in Needham with religion and interests and experiences. And I think we learn just as much from our METCO students as they learn from their Needham experience.
The METCO program provides a great educational opportunity for our Boston students. There's no question about that. But it's not simply a one-way street. It's a two-way street and provides experience and enrichment for our Needham students as well as our Boston students. Our Needham students work with, are friends with, share time with their Boston peers, and they create friendships. They celebrate family gatherings together. They visit each other, and this is important, they learn from each other.
But with schools implementing courses that teach children about global awareness and classrooms today filled with children of different backgrounds and religions, some question whether the METCO program has outgrown its purpose.
Years ago, the issue of diversity was literally a black and white issue. Now, as we think about our more globalized society, we don't just think about it as a black students or white students, but we think about a variety of different kinds of students. So I think it's an important conversation to keep on the table. I happen to believe that, and I think Needham is right there, that we find great strength in our diversity and that we need to celebrate that.
I think that regardless of what how the world has changed, METCO is a beneficial program because kids from the city get to be in a different environment and kids from the suburbs get to meet kids from the city. And there's more similarities than differences. It's just people have to figure them out.
We also hope that all of our students become competent, skilled global citizens who understand the world outside of Needham, outside of Massachusetts, outside of even the U.S. And so now more than ever, it's so important that we have these kinds of experiences for both the Needham children and the Boston children, that they learn that there are other perspectives, there are other cultures, there are people of other races that are living right within our local communities, and that we can work with and be friends with and get along with, and that together there's something bigger.
With the intentions of integrating predominantly white school systems with children of color, the METCO program only accepts minority students from Boston and Springfield, leaving white children from these areas unable to participate, a practice that has been standard in several programs across the country that seeks to integrate schools. However, a recent Supreme Court ruling struck down similar programs in Washington and Kentucky, ruling that race cannot be a factor in the assignment of children to public schools. And although METCO has not yet been contested, this decision has some supporters of the METCO program wondering if the Supreme Court ruling could affect approximately 20 school assignment plans in Massachusetts, including Needham's METCO program.
I can't say that I'm fearful for Needham's participation in the METCO program or for the METCO program in general, but I think there's a need to be thoughtful about what METCO has meant in Massachusetts and the power of METCO in providing opportunities for young people and therefore for the community at large, and for us to really be proactive and and think about the implications of not having a METCO program.
For the Needham Channel News, I'm Natalie Guthrie. And we were interested in learning what you think about the METCO program. To join the discussion, send us an email at ncnsurvey@needhamchannel.org.